We've always been missing Terran representation.
Mm-hmm.
We just need Cham to, Special to come back to Mexico. Start playing these events again. But nonetheless, we are here, Pillars of Gold LE for the first map. Spawning in the bottom left-hand corner. I've already introduced him 3 times today, and I don't ever get tired of it. It's the Peruvian Italian, currently with no team. He is Ryu.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Pillars of Gold LE, we have the Brazilian Zerg player, the Blue Zerg, representing himself as well, as he is also teamless. It is Erik. Oh.
Okay.
Interesting. So I keep forgetting, but like if you go for a gas trick like that, I'm pretty sure Erik is gonna be a little bit more aggressive here. I can't remember, but I remember it being a tell for, right? Like this is a 15 pool. this is much earlier than Ryu. He's just playing standard. He's going catch gas pool.
Yeah, I think if you get gas with this, you get your link speed a little bit earlier, but if you're not going gas, then you kind of just try and cause whatever damage you can with a handful of lings. He's getting 3 lings right now, so he's going to get a gas. He'll be beyond saturated. Yeah, I don't know what his plan is with these lings. He's not getting gas still.
Yeah, he's not.
He's gonna drone pull or something?
he honestly, he could.
It looks like he might.
Yeah, I think I remember Erik, he did this recently against, it wasn't Cham, may have been Jim, but like his gases are so delayed.
Yeah, he still has no gas at all, so I guess maybe this just means he's trying to get as many workers as he can, and he wants to get that base earlier so the creep will go further up and he can wall off faster than lings can get there. If you get a regular timed base, you can wall off right as the lings get there, so you kind of are really pushing it. But if he gets the base a little bit earlier, I think maybe then he gets creep faster or something of that nature.
Yeah,
it looks like he's gonna wall off with no gas though.
Yeah, he's just being incredibly greedy, and I'm pretty sure we've seen this before. Obviously, he has to take multiple gases at once, but he should be making like some kind of evo wall, I imagine. We'll see what happens, because Ryu, oh my god, he's actually getting a fast Baneling nest.
Yeah, and lings are on the way already. He's making 4 more lings and sending them across the map.
Oh my god, I love this. Like when I look at like Ryu in a ZvZ, he's a much more standard player, but he's like starting to turn on the aggression here against Erik.
Yeah. And he's gonna see the gases on the bottom, and he's gonna be like, okay, what is this all about? And then see there's no gases in the main and no wiggling coming out of that their spawning pool.
Yeah, exactly. So both players scout each other. So Ryu sees that there's no gases in the main base. Meanwhile, Erik got in and he saw the Baneling nest. Oh my god, and immediately, as soon as the ling dies, Ryu canceled the Baneling nest.
Big brain plays.
Oh my god, and now Erik is freaking out. He's like, oh my god, a Ling Bane Bus is coming. I'm gonna just fully wall off. When Ryu instead, he looks like he may even, he's just droning up from here.
But I feel like Ryu could have won with the Ling Bane bus, to be honest with you.
I mean, like, if it gets scouted before the Bane nest is even finished, I guess he's respecting Erik's ability to defend a lot here. Obviously, like, there's transfuse energy, there's a spine, but yeah, Ryu deciding to just macro up instead, expand.
Get Carapace, that's an interesting choice. +1 melee and a Roach Warren and a layer for Erik. Erik's gonna go very late roaches off of 3 bases. It has to be some sort of Nidus play.
Yeah, like Ryu is already getting his lair, and it's important to note there's no Roach Warren for Ryu, right? Like this has to be something other than roaches. I don't know.
He's getting Carapace. He didn't get +1 attack. So that's a weird upgrade to get.
Yeah, it's a lot more telling.
Finishing.
Yeah, it's a lot more telling if he gets like +1 melee or +1 range to what he's going to be going for.
He's going mutas. He's throwing down a Baneling nest this late, and you don't throw a Baneling nest and nothing else down with a bunch of gases. So he's probably going to be able to even grab those 2 gases at his 3rd base. I don't know if he even wants to saturate them too much.
Yeah, I think I'm worried for Ryu because Erik cut a lot of corners to go into roaches as fast as possible, and now with all this gases off of 2 bases, like these roaches are going to be well upgraded. Going for mutas, you've got a timer, right? Like before the roaches come out to kill you.
Canceled it.
Oh my
Something
god.
something back. Okay. Hydra Den.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Yo,
Hydraling?
This
is I've never seen this before. Hydraling, no roach.
Interesting.
How many workers does he get with this?
So the reason why we haven't seen this before is quite often this just dies to roaches.
Yeah.
Because when roaches push out, especially if lings don't have +1 melee, like it's so difficult for them to really contend with the roaches and buffer for the hydras. Because if the roaches get on top of the hydras just die. Oh my god, he's going straight into lurkers.
That's pretty cool. Ryu doing Ryu things. I love it. I mean, if anyone's gonna go into it, it's got to be Ryu.
Yeah, look, there's a reason why we call him the Lurker King. Okay, like
I'm wondering, is he doing this because he's the Lurker King, or is he the Lurker King because he's doing this?
Right? What? Like, is he the chicken or is he the egg? You know?
Yeah, is he the chicken or the egg? Is he doing it because we're calling him the Lurker King, or is this just what he does, and this is why we need to call him the Lurker King? Ooh, this is actually very fancy here. Ryu knows what's up. He's bringing the lings back into the natural. He knows something's up.
Yeah, he does have them here in the natural. He does see a handful of roaches. Oh my god, again, a decent amount of roaches. 1-1 is done for Erik.
And he sees the overlords instantly and goes in.
Oof. Yeah, and he's forced back again. There are plenty of queens here to snipe the overlords out of the sky. Plenty of lings as well. Oh, just ready to go back in.
Yeah, just got some medevacs there waiting full of marines.
Ooh,
wow, this isn't too bad.
Yeah, and like this is what I mean, right? Like whether Ryu went for hydras or mutas, like there are a lot of roaches here. It's so difficult to expand and take care of that third base. Meanwhile, Nidus across the map.
Ooh, I don't know if you need a Nidus for wings, but okay, yeah, sure. Put the queens in this. Oh, I guess for the
lurkers.
Lurkers, yeah. Burrow. Okay, it was going back in. This is gonna go up. He's not gonna be able to stop it. A lurker. The natural is gonna be huge. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, it does get dealt with. Meanwhile, the roaches do push into the natural of Ryu. It looks like everything here is going to be cleaned up, so Ryu isn't going to lose too many workers at all here, but what's important is that he lost the third base.
Yeah, and I mean, this third base isn't mining for Erik, so it's just kind of like a larva production facility at this point.
True.
They're even on workers. Couple Ravagers out here, but I'd like this for Ryu if he just go across the map with his army. I don't like him trying to force it through an Nidus.
Yeah. Like with all of these lurkers, with hydras to support, with lings, there is potential for him. Oh my god, I was about to say, yeah, there's a lot of overlords here for the hydras.
Oh god, yeah, that's always a mistake.
Oh no, you misrallied. Go home. What are you doing? You're drunk.
He just moved. Yeah, he's drunk. Go home. All that wasted milk.
Oh god, I like how that's what your concern is. Like, oh, look at that, all that wasted milk. It's just disgusting.
Some good dairy. Some good milk product. Wow, he's just relentless with these roaches. He's like, drops don't work, burrow them. Actually look kind of cool, just like.
And is
this gonna be enough? How can he not see this?
There's no detection. There's none whatsoever, and the roaches are gonna get into the main.
I mean, they might get some queens, but I don't feel like they'll be able to get too many workers. And as I say that, 4 workers already went down. Triple pronged harass. Gets completely held.
Oh god, yeah, and these roaches are so vulnerable. There's nothing to protect them. A couple more roaches are coming in, and it looks like Ryu should be able to hold here at his 4th base. But what about everywhere else? There are just roaches all over the place.
Oh wow, yeah, there's actually quite a few roaches everywhere, and all the workers are going down, and it looks like the guy Erik still has it, at least enough to win game number 1. That's 1-0. Ryu just a little bit too greedy there, changing his tech, trying to scare Erik too much. I feel it set him back way too long.
Yeah. Ryu was trying to be a little bit too fancy there. Switching up tech again, like there's a reason why we don't see Ling straight into Hydra Lurker so much, because it's so like punishable. Like straight up Roach Ravager hits a lot faster, and like you don't have enough, and things like this happen, right? Where the roaches just get on top of the hydras, roaches get on top of the lurkers, and yeah, you just don't have enough.
I feel like he should have gone all in with that night. It's like pull a couple boys, put the queens in there, morph in as many ravagers or lurkers as you can, transfuse with the queens, make some more queens, ling it up, and just go for it, man.
Yeah.
Because as soon as he had like 3 ravagers, then it's like, okay, you can just kind of bile down anything you throw at him because you only got an economy for 2 or 3 lurkers, especially when he got sent back to 2 bases. So that was a good one by Erik. I like that he went straight into lurkers. That's a very cheeky play.
Yeah.
But just not perfectly executed.
Yeah, I think he should have at least committed hard enough to kill the third of Erik, if you remember when the first night has popped up, because the fact that he was down on hatcheries hurt his larva production so much. That's also why Erik just had so many roaches out on the map.
And he kind of like, the big thing, he went for all the mind tricks, so he was supposed to like reveal that he has lurkers, and it's crazy, but he revealed it, like you said, at the 3rd base and didn't take it out. He revealed them and then went home, and he's like, here's my lurkers that I hid for so long, now you have time to prepare.
Yeah.
But we'll see what he got for game number 2. This is the one we were waiting for. The game match point, possibly, unless he can bring it back in the top right-hand corner of Oxide Ellie. He's down 1 game. He is the Lurker Viper King himself. He is the Peruvian player. He is Ryu.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Oxide LE, we have the Brazilian. Oh my god. The Brazilian Zerg player with an incredibly fast hatchery. Jesus, what was that? A 14 hatchery? Maybe even sooner. We have Erik. My god. Like, Erik is still on 13 drones, mate. Like,
he won the last game too with doing some weird stuff.
This is a very interesting timing. So obviously I feel like he's going to go for a big Ling Flood because he's prioritizing the gas. He's going to have 100 gas pretty soon. We'll see if he decides to pull out and go for Ling Speed, or if he decides to go for a fast Roach Warren.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
boy.
I don't know what Erik goes for here. He just cuts corners and didn't get punished. If Ryu finished that Bangling nest and went for the Bangling bust, I think he would have won.
Yeah. Again, like, Ryu was very maybe too stylish, maybe flexing a little bit too hard there. But here we go. Like, as soon as 100 gas is finished up, we have Ling Speed on the way. Again, this is a very interesting opener. I've never seen anyone do it before. I'm really curious to see how this holds up, because he's hiding his Lings.
Okay. Yeah, I missed all what he did there in the beginning. But this looks like I guess this is just like the Ling Flood Scarlet thing that she did. Maybe differently, but normally it's like you go 14 gas, 13 pool, and then like 12 hatchery. So you basically have no workers, but you get your hatchery at a normal time and early pool and gas. You get enough gas just for your Ling Speed. And then, yeah, with the Lings being here and Ling Speed not done, he's definitely hiding his Lings up, holding him up. And what is his drone, his worker count at? He's got 16 drones. Oh, they missed the Lings. Ah, that's rough.
Yeah, they only see 2 Lings, and so far everything is looking pretty normal for Ryu. But Erik, it's anything but normal. All the Lings are going across the map. They do finally get spotted. Immediately a wall.
And I don't know if this is the correct response here. It's a decent response, but normally I think the best response in this situation is to have the 2 queens on the ramp and throw down a spine crawler right behind them. There's a lot of surface area on all this stuff.
Yeah, there's not enough energy for a transfuse either, so the first queen does go down. He's trying to buy some time. Bailing Nest is on the way, but it's only halfway done.
He is throwing away a lot of Lings with his Lings behind this. He got 2 queens here to make a further this wall, but that's not enough. That's a lot of surface area, and the queen's gonna go down. Still no transfuse, and as soon as one of these queens go down, it's pretty much GG. The floodgates are open. 14 more links still on the way. Baneling that's just finished. +1 on the way for Ryu. I can't believe this worked. This is how Ryu goes out. Erik beating Ryu 2-0 with the Ling flood in the beginning of the game.
Oh my god, yeah, the wall is still not open. It looks like the Lings are going to be coming out. Baneling finally gets morphed in, but there's only one Baneling. He has to buy enough time for it, and he has to make sure that hit counts.
Yeah, if they even get in. He has to keep these Lings at the bottom, and that's why he's kind of like throwing them all away. Now the Banelings are... Ooh, that was pretty good.
Yeah. Wasn't the best, but it wasn't the worst either. There's another Baneling on the way as well. Ryu is still ahead in workers. No. Oh, God.
Oh, God. Oh, he got a little bit, but not as much as he should have. And the final wave of Lings is coming in, and... You know, the workers are going to be pulled. You can still lose a lot of workers and survive here, but that's a lot of Lings, and the Banes are just not going to be allowed to morph in here for Ryu.
Yeah, exactly. Again, the Banelings are just not morphing in. 2 Banelings on the way. We'll see if Erik is going to allow them to finish up.
He's pulling the boys. This is a hilarious game, and I love it. This is how most of my ladder sessions go. Oh, he's going to surround the Bane. Oh, he tried to surround the Bane with workers and let it finish.
Man, you know what's crazy? In a couple of seconds, +1 is going to finish up for Ryu, and when that happens, he's going to have the superior workers. Sorry, the superior Lings, and he still has the worker lead.
Yeah, this is actually now getting super dicey. No, save the Bane. Oh, he tried to explode it. Manual detonation.
+1's done. +1 is done.
+1's done, but there's only 3 Lings here, and the final Bane can't come out. Ryu does have 8 Lings on the way, though, so if these Lings pop, they should be pretty good at helping him survive. He's still got the worker count. The Bane Nest should have enough time to stay alive as he gets his reinforcements out. He's building them up, and there they are. I think Erik is just now realizing that +2 is done, but the flood is just too much for Erik. There's not enough. GG! Erik, the guy, is back in town. He's snapping necks and cashing checks, and he took Ryu out, man. That's a big one.
Oh yeah, definitely. Erik with making a splash here with his return to Sentimiento Latino is able to 2-0 Ryu. And hold on, I just want to quickly look at this. Look at this build order. So Erik went for a 14 hatch, 13 gas, 13 pool.
Ooh.
Interesting. Yeah, again, like his build here was something I've never seen anyone else do, and like I understand the logic behind it, and yeah, it just barely worked, to be fair. Erik, sorry, like Erik, if he wasn't so on top of denying all those Banelings and just diving on them, yeah, it would have been so much more difficult.
Honestly, if he would have held with his 2 queens on the ramp and put down a spine behind it, he would have been fine.
Potentially. The thing is that those queens, I think they would have died anyway without being able to transfuse. But it's hard to say. It's like, because he would have had, maybe he would have had 3 queens in the end there on the ramp.
Yeah, he had 3 queens out. Like, one came out in the middle of the fight after he lost one.
Yeah.
And then he had like a lot of surface area on the 2 queens. If you go up the ramp, they can't really get like a full surface area on all the queens. They get like a little bit on each, and that mitigates some of the damage, which buys him more time. Maybe he would have had time to get it 1 transfuse. The second queen comes out, he gets a second transfuse. The spine crawler finishes, and now he's looking pretty tough. And then Erik has to decide if he wants to take out the base, if he wants to keep going after the queens. Then you got the Baneling Nest finishing, and now Ryu's sitting in a good spot. And then if everything goes bad, you can pull the drones and like, you know, drone drill them, and then when they get in between the queen and the Lings, then you attack and make a little wall of drones. So trust me, this is the only play I do on the ladder.
I think that's probably the biggest thing that he should have used earlier on to maybe save his queens is using drones to drone drill, because he has them to spare, right? Because if he is able to survive long enough for a single transfuse, like that's huge. Like that changes everything.